Hi everyone. I've been feeling that the whole world could do with some sort of a trauma debriefing. I'm a social worker and I know the importance of being able to reckon with things that we grieve, to be able to move forward. And just, I think 2020 is for most people just a culmination of so many losses and so many new awarenesses about ourselves. And I think to go into 2021 in the best way possible, it's good for us to reflect on these things and consolidate them. So I just wanted to say, hey, if you want to join me, this is what I'm doing today before I go into 2021 in a few days' time, is I'm just stopping and thinking and reflecting. So come with me if you wish. I think it's really good for us to just acknowledge. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to count to 5, and each time I count, I want you on that count to imagine, and you can put your hands like this on your lap. I want you to imagine something that you've lost this year, and imagine yourself just releasing that thing, whatever it could be. It could be a loss of a person that you've lost due to COVID. It could be a loss, an economic loss. It could be a loss of personal freedom. Really, it's very personal. So, and what is a loss to you is a true loss. So I want to encourage you not to be thinking, but my losses aren't so bad. This person, look what they've endured. I want you to think about yourself and what you've lost. It's not really helpful to play that game of everyone else's life is worse or my life is worse than others. Let's not compare. Let's just start with ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to start counting down from 5, and I want you to think of something you've lost this year, and I want you to picture it floating off. Okay. Number 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Allow yourself to do whatever you need to do as you allow those things to lift off. Just as I'm hearing an airplane passing by, what do you need to do to allow those things to lift off in your world? Then what I want you to do when you feel ready is I want you to take your hands and place them across your chest. I want you to think of, we're going to count from 1 to 5, and we're going to think of things we've gained this year. Maybe you've gained friendships that were unexpected. Maybe you've gained relationships with family members who you were estranged from. Maybe you have gained a new work opportunity. Maybe you've gained a new perspective on life and realized some of your old ways of thinking no longer work and you need to review them. Those are all gains. So I want you to think just for yourself. What are things you have gained this year? One. 2. 3. 4. 5. And as if you reflect on those things that you've gained, we remember that in difficulty and suffering, we can gain so much if we keep our eyes open and we have the right attitude to see. I always believe that we can either choose to become better people or bitter people, and the choice is ours. So how can you for yourself look at how you can become better going into 2021 and not bitter? Last thought was, how can you be a magnet of gratitude and a joy bringer in your corner as you go forward this year? What can you contribute to the collective around you? Often when we look outside of ourselves, it actually lifts us up. And I can say this as somebody who has encountered depression in my life, that looking outward sometimes helps to lift us up. So think about how in your specific corner where you are placed in your life, how you can be a joy bringer. Maybe it's something small, like sending an encouraging text to somebody who's on your mind. Maybe it is something big, like a food drive for people in your community who are really struggling with food security. Whatever it is, allow yourself to take the pain and the suffering and the awarenesses that have come from 2020 and turn it into something beautiful, turn it into something useful. Viktor Frankl, who was a psychiatrist who lived through World War II, and he wrote a beautiful book called Man's Search for Meaning. And his theory was basically human beings can live through anything if we have hope. So what can instill some hope for you as you walk into 2021? Because hope, it's kind of like fuel for life. And suffering is not the enemy, but suffering is a place where we can learn and grow. For me personally this year, a thought that's been really helpful is a quote that I heard that said that perhaps we were not created to enjoy life, but we are created to enjoy God. And as I've set my focus on that, I have found that there is enjoyment to be found in the midst of many sufferings I've been through personally, and I've seen people around me go through, and it's very painful. But I've been able to find that God can meet me in that suffering and turn it into something beautiful. So that's just what I wanted to leave with you for today, is that as we go into this next year, let's not take it on as the meme that's going around saying that 2021 and it beat us. No, it hasn't. It hasn't won. It has brought us gifts, and are we ready to receive them? Are we ready to go forward and make use of them? So that's what I'd like to leave you with today. Have a beautiful day, and may your 2021 be everything that you need it to be for you to grow and change and find more of the beauty that's available to us as humans. We are all oh so human. So let's move forward. Sending lots of love from my corner of the world. Bye.